And if you've gotten this far in the video, thanks. Really, I know it takes a lot to just go through 14 minutes and listen to me without actually seeing me, but why I'm not showing my face is not because I'm afraid of anything. I just think you should judge me by what I'm saying and not how I look, and don't take that into account. So I'm really trying to take every factor out that will well, make you trust me or don't trust me by seeing my face. So okay, my opinion on this, and especially if you are very patriotic American and believe in everything your government does, don't listen to this because you will probably be offended. I'm not anti-America. I have a lot of, well, not a lot of, actually, that's just what people say to make things sound better. But I have some American friends, and really good American friends. Two of them, of which I'm really close to, actually. And I have no problem with American people. I just have a problem with their government, or more of the system they live in. So okay, finally, my opinion. In my opinion, the US military and government are trying to manipulate you, and the invisible children are helping them a lot by sharing this video and you sharing that video without actually knowing the background info, which I told you before. And please, when I say manipulate, don't take it like, oh, Illuminati conspiracy, blah 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 blah. Just see it as bending the truth so you become more susceptible to what they are actually saying. And now let's take you back to the war on terror. As we all remember, the war on terror sort of really started to blow up when, or after 9/11, of course. I had my complete own views on the whole thing and how America reacted to, but I actually won't go into that because this is not part of the thing here. But what I'm trying to say is that America went into the countries in the Middle East with military power and tried to intervene there without a lot of support. Well, they had a lot of support from Americans, which I totally understand. I mean, if I'd be an American and if I had seen what had happened in 9/11, I'd be probably supporting the war on terror too. The thing is, I'm not American, as you probably know by my voice now. So yeah, they didn't have a lot of support though from other countries because they couldn't understand it, and even a lot of people in America didn't really support the war on terror. They understood, well, why it was sort of necessary, but they just actually didn't want to go in there and didn't want to have a war zone in Iraq or Afghanistan. But America still went in there. And now what I'm trying to say is that basically America now has the support of the entire world and youth that backs them up and applauds when the United States will go into Uganda with military force. Well, they are already there, but if they will send more troops, people will totally understand that, and America won't have to justify it because the world is justifying it for America. And once again, this here is very similar for me to the war on terror. You have one evil, terrible, incredible monstrosity of a guy that America says, oh, we have to go after him. And we know how the war on terror actually went, and there's been a lot of problems with actual robbing the resources of Afghanistan, Iraq, etc., etc. Well, I understand why America wants a lot of resources from other countries, especially oil, because it's very hard for them to get in their own country. And they do spend a lot of oil. So since Basically, the war in Uganda is almost justified by saying, "Oh, we have to catch Kony, and that's our plan." They will go to Uganda and other African countries and pretty much try to get the resources. Now, that's not entirely what I think, but I think it's a very plausible scenario that could happen. And now, if this entire thing is really legit and the invisible children trying really hard, and if it's all, like I said, legit, then I am really terribly sorry what I said in this video, and it would be a shame, and I would just seem like an entire idiot, moron, asshole, bastard, fuckwit, whatever. But I don't think it's gonna happen, especially with the American re-elections coming up right now, and Obama will probably make it one of his priorities to help Africa and to capture Kony. By saying that, a lot of people will probably vote for him, which is a really smart tactic from him if he approaches this. If I were him, I'd totally do the same thing if I want to get, well, president again, or rather stay president in his case. And yeah, we're like at almost 21 minutes now, so I think I'll just cut down on this episode, because nobody will listen to this entire thing when it will go on for another 40 minutes, which I could, because I actually did a lot of research, and that's just since the last few days. That's the entire thing I've been doing. I've been so focused on this Kony 2012 thing, and all of my other things just sort of skated into the background. Yeah, so please at least do your own research, form your own opinion, but don't form your opinion by only watching one video from a company that has a really shady past, does not seem really legit, and so on and so on. And then look at more background info, AFRICOM, Kony himself, the LRA, how effective they actually are. And there's been a lot of good sites actually that will help you out, like there's a site called visiblechildren.tumblr.com, which well, yes, I found on Tumblr, since I am also on Tumblr, and I created this webpage on Tumblr a few days ago. And then this whole Kony thing came up, and I thought, oh well, this is a perfect time for me to actually start blogging on this new webpage. My webpage is called youobey.tumblr.com. So yes, it's just you obey, it's both written together, and .tumblr.com. So you can visit that, follow that if you like what I'm talking about.